Good morning. Treated myself to a bit of a sleep in today. It's 7:15 and I'm heading towards Broken Hill. I'm only about an hour and a half away or something from Broken Hill, so I didn't want to get up at 5 or 6 and get there in the dark and then sit around waiting for 2 hours for things to open. So I thought I'd have a bit of a sleep in. So yeah, the plan for today is head to Broken Hill, have a bit of a look around there, and then maybe go to the Menindee lakes and Lake Mungo eventually, and that's about it. Time to start heading home. So yeah, we'll see what today brings. It's bloody windy still, just won't stop. So the swag was flapping all night, and oh man, it was driving me mad. So hopefully this wind disappears some stage. Righto, Broken Hill, here I come. Okay, so now it looks like I've got a slow leak in my rear right hand side tyre. Woke up this morning and the tyre pressure's at 22 and I pumped it back up to 40 yesterday, so it's obviously leaking. So I'm only doing 70 km an hour. I don't want to have a blowout or anything and something bad happen. So when you're getting overtaken by road trains, you know you're going pretty slow. So yeah, alright. Just another thing on the list to get fixed. Oh my god. Okay, so this is the quaint little town of Yunta. So I reckon they should have a tourism campaign and say, don't be a hunter, come and visit Yunta. What do you reckon? Oh, people would flock here in droves, for sure. Okay, so this is the town of Cockburn, and for those of you who didn't already know, Cockburn of course was established during the Great Lube Shortage of 1865. Lubus unavailabilis, I think is the Latin name. I'm not a civic historian, so don't quote me on it, but I'm pretty sure that's how it got its name. Okay, so finally made it to Broken Hill. I'm not sure which one of the hills is broken, but I certainly don't want to go up there and find I can't turn around. So better check at the survey. Okay. As is typical for me on all my trips, I came all the way here to see Jack Absalom, the gallery, and it's closed. Alright, so spewing. Jack Absalom's been a hero of mine for years. I watched all of his videos on TV back in the 80s. So he's part of the reason I'm here now, to be honest, out in the desert. So, oh well. We'll have to try again some other time. Ah, spewing. Yeah, so it seems to be a nice place, Broken Hill. People are friendly. Probably two old fellas say, why stay for it? Certainly is. I don't know what the day's for, but it's good for it apparently. So yeah. Anyway. Go and get a couple of supplies and head off to Menindee Lakes, I think. Okay, so that was Broken Hill. That's a nice place actually, not as bad as Pooncarie. Being a mining town and all, I thought it might be a bit rough, but it was alright. So yeah, home of BHP, the big Australian. They really should have a giant statue of a big Australian, I reckon. Like a big banana and a big prawn, you know. Tourists would flock from miles around to see it. So, yep, alright, that was a quick visit. And off to Menindee. much so far. Looking at the map, it looks like you're driving right next to the lake, but there's sand dunes in between the road and the lake, obviously. So you don't really see much. Alright. Hopefully there's water in it. I've got no idea. Okay, so this is the mighty Darling River. It's amazing to see it with water in it. The last time I was up this way a few years ago, it was bone dry. There wasn't a single drop of water in it. So yeah, it's great to see. Okay, so that didn't go very well at all. I thought there might be some sort of vantage point to get to the lake and have a bit of a look, but not really. The water's all the way up to the road, so all the trees along the road are flooded all the way up to there. So I'm not driving endlessly trying to find a spot. Can't be bothered with that. And I was flying the drone again, trying to get some footage, and the bloody hawks kept trying to take it out of the sky. So I had to land it pretty quick, because I didn't want it to end up in the water, that's for sure, because I'll lose it forever. So yeah, that's twice that's happened to me now. Once at the Flinders Ranges, and now here, either the eagles or the hawks, they think it's a bird in the air, and they go to attack it. So one, I don't want to lose it, and two, I don't want to hurt one of those birds either. I'll probably cut their feet off if they try to grab hold of it with the propellers. So I don't want that to happen either. So yep, had to land it pretty quick. Right, so yeah, another disaster on the list of disasters, but anyway, at least I got here. Right, Pooncarie next. Okay, so I stuffed up again, twice in the space of 5 minutes. I took another road out of the national park there, back to Menindee, and it came out past Menindee, so I didn't even get to see the town. But yeah, well, Menindee's famous of course for its pig hunting and lack of water during times of drought, so I don't know, probably didn't miss much. Anyway. Yeah, okay, here's another thing. The road out here is shocking. Shocking. It's got more potholes in it than the Birdsville track, and it's supposed to be tarmac. I don't know what happened here. Council must have run out of money or something, because it's shocking. Alright. Slow and easy. Yeah, well, you really got to love the way how things work out here in the country. I just got stopped by one of those guys with the road sign, and I said to him, geez, you know, mate, what are you building out here? It looks like a 4-lane freeway. And he said, well, we need a bypass road. You know, until the blacktop's finished, we need to be able to get around it if it rains. And I said to him, wouldn't it just be much easier to stop working until the rain stops? And he kind of looked a bit confused. I said, well, no one's allowed to drive on this road anyway when it's wet. So he sort of scratched his head a bit and he said, oh, I suppose no one's ever thought of that. So they build 2 roads and then just fill in the other road when they finish. So all that taxpayers' money, they should put me in charge. I'd sort it out pretty quick. Pocket the savings. Unbelievable. Okay, so that was the charming little town of Pooncarie. Nice place, but the lady in the shop there didn't seem to like me very much. She only said about 2 words. And when I asked her how far it is to Lake Mungo, she said 100 k's. Oh, yeah, how long does that take? Is the road alright? Takes an hour. Alright. Thanks for your help. Oh man. Yeah, so obviously my outstanding wit and charm and good looks don't help all the time. So yeah, I was going to camp at the campground there and it said pay at the shop, and I thought, bugger that, I'm not going back there. So I'm going to Lake Mungo. Alright, so that was an experience. Righto, Lake Mungo, here I come. Okay, so it seems like the trip's going to end the way it started. Just drove all the way out here to Lake Mungo, and it's closed as well. Apparently, when they got some rain a couple of weeks ago, it washed away the road, and when they were fixing the road, they found a whole heap of archaeological remains. So now it's all shut. So yeah, that was afternoon's drive for nothing. Could have stayed at the Darling and caught some Murray cod with any luck. Probably wouldn't have, but could have tried. Yep, so now I'm going to go and try Willandra Lakes because I wanted to get some drone footage of the sand dunes and stuff, and running out of daylight, running out of time. So anyway, story of my trip really. Everywhere I've been has been closed, just about. Alright, find somewhere to camp. Okay, so seems like I've come to the end of yet another adventure. Sort of a bit sad really, a bit disappointed because I've been out there to Lake Mungo. I was kind of hoping to, get some footage of the sunset over the sun dunes and some of the sand hills and stuff out there. Because I've been out there before and it's a pretty special place. So, but unfortunately the road was closed because they found some archaeological remains in the middle of the road, so they've shut it for now. So I mean, it's disappointing for me, but as to our knowledge of history is always a good thing, so hopefully they find something interesting. So yeah, a bit disappointed, but it's time to start heading home. So so I'm out here at the Willandra Lakes, I think that's where I am, and I'm actually going to have some company tonight. When I was in Pooncarie, I met a nice young girl from Byron Bay, and she's doing the same as me. She's travelling towards Melbourne too, so her name's Tanika, and I said, look, I'm going to camp up there. She can't stay here, you're welcome to come join me for the night. So I think she said she's going to come past. She's gone off for a hike across the lake, so I don't know. But anyway, so it's, it'd be nice to have some company. So it's a bit weird, really. I mean, I went in the car for 4 weeks by myself, and I've been talking to myself, I've been talking to the car, I've been talking to the GoPro. I've had no one to talk to. So now it's the very last night of my trip, and I've finally got some company, got someone to talk to. So yeah, it's been amazing. I've been to places I never thought I'd see. I've always wanted to go there, just didn't think I'd ever get there. So that's the beauty of having a car like this. You just pack the car and go. As long as you afford the diesel, just go. So I've seen some amazing things, and as with any of these trips, it's not just the places you go and the places you visit and things you see, it's the people you meet. Like Tanika today, and when I was up in Kosciuszko in Harry and Bree, I mean, they helped me out, and the 4 lovely Asian girls I met at Kosciuszko, they were fantastic people. you know, to Beck at William Creek and Madison, of course, at Tibooburra. And Madison, if you're watching, I've got the flyer in there somewhere. I promise you I'll give you a plug. Corner Country Store in Tibooburra. They're not allowed to call it that anymore because of some copyright issue or something, which is ridiculous. But so it's now Tibooburra Food and Fuel. So if you're passing through there, stop in, say good day to Madison, and I don't know, buy some chocolate or fill up with petrol or something, but go up there and help them out. So yeah, that's just about it. All over Red Rover. Good night, Irene. Time to head back to the city and work. So yeah, I think it's going to take a couple of days to clean this mess up and take care of all the things that have fallen off it. But hey, it's part of the adventure. So anyway, I hope you've followed along with this journey with me, because it's been pretty good, and hope you've enjoyed it. And you know, if you have, hit the like button, maybe subscribe if you want. It's just really nice for me to know that someone's watching. That's all. I don't care. But it's been a hell of an adventure. So you know, next time I'm going across the Nullarbor, I think definitely that's on my list. So stay tuned. All right. So farewell and look after each other, and hopefully I'll see you sooner rather than later. Okay, hooroo.